This is Lord of Mafka, aka Rogan Azran, and in tonight's video, which I'll be recording late and probably uploading later since I'm late off work, right? I'm going to be talking about in tonight's video, seeking love and understanding as a man is dangerous in 2025. And I want to shout out Rico for this video. Shouts out to you, man, and the rest of you guys tuning in, watching. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, when it comes to seeking love and understanding, we understand that that is pretty much a basic natural social thing that you're going to want as a human being, to feel understood by your family, your loved ones, your peers. You're going to want some type of admiration naturally, especially from how our society brings us up to be. And the reason why seeking love and understanding leads to the downfall of many men, especially in today's time, is because it's engineered as a weapon against your well being as a man. Because the moment you start loving people, the moment you start understanding people, is when people look at this as a opportunity to exploit. They look at you as someone that they're able to use to take advantage of, to leave high and dry and destroy your life. So this is why men wanting external validation, wanting people in their lives who care about them, is very dangerous in today's time. Because when you are a man, people are only looking at you for what they can get off you. They only care about what you have right now. There is no past, there is no future when you are a man. There is only right now. If you are not producing right now, no one wants nothing to do with you right now. If you cannot give people what they want, you do not exist. And this is the life that many of us men live. We are ghosts. We are just like the phantom spirits that roam the ecosphere of the spiritual realms, as they say, right? That's what we are as men. And it's brutal for the everyday average man, the everyday unattractive man, just men in general, because you're starting to see a lot more men from different walks of life who may have had it a little more easier when they were younger, whether it may be in talking to people, when it came to getting the type of care from their family, when it came to dating. They may have had a bit of an easier time, but in today's era of 2025, no man is safe. We already know this as a fact, because we see how hard every day the conditioning in society is for men to become weaker, for men to accept authority without questioning it to the fullest extent. I know in this community, we have some people that talk about, of course, they don't care about being wealthy because it doesn't bring internal happiness. It doesn't bring you the type of fulfillment that you would actually get from actually having a normal life with a good social group of family and a woman in your life who cares about you and your peers, etc. But you need to look at that. In today's marketing economy, you must have money to remain independent. You cannot allow yourself to be in a position to where someone is giving you orders for the rest of your life, to where someone is making your life even more agonizing than what it is right now, to where you don't even want to go through with just being alive anymore, man. You cannot allow yourself to be in that position, because I know it is just a heck of a battle every day, waking up, working right, and trying to make something of yourself is very impossible. But in today's world, money is our God. That is what we are all forced to go after. And if you do not have money, unfortunately, if you don't have the enough wealth accumulated, you aren't going to have enough time to be independent and keep your individuality. So this is why I say money is not the be all end all, conscious wise, inner wise, for happiness, right? But it is a necessity that you need to remain independent from the influence of other people. It's the first start of getting a slight head over, an advantage on this matrix that we're living in. But other than that, it also goes into the fact that You cannot seek love and understanding outside of yourself as a man. Because the moment you start wanting something outside of yourself, in the year of 2025, you were always going to be persecuted heavily for it. This is why all the things that we have seen happen throughout history, what happens when the society becomes less humane? When people do not love each other, when people do not have families, when people cannot coexist with each other, even when they have disagreements. Civilization always falls apart. We've seen it throughout many times throughout history. And places like the West will be no different. Some places in the East starting to fall apart. Because when you remove those foundations of ethics throughout the civilization, you are doomed to have a failed society. That's just how it is. And some people may disagree with that and say that we can come back from it. But looking at today's time and how we're progressing on the other side of people being more distant from each other, they're not talking, they are just so full of anger, resentment against each other. There's no way that we're going to come back from this at all so easily. And even if there's a way out of it, it is going to take a lot of catastrophic events for this stuff to reset. We have to have a full reset of civilization, sadly, from our social values, the things that we're actually going after. Because right now, as a man especially, seeking love and understanding from people, it is going to be a big downfall for you because the past has already shown you from how you've lived. Look at all the instances to where you've tried giving your heart to that special girl and it failed. Look at all the instances to where you tried being the best virgin of yourself that you could ever be and your family still didn't respect you. You tried to do good in school and you may not have been so good, but you did your best and they still didn't accept it. They didn't accept the fact that, oh, you're not like Brad again in the class. Why can't you be like that other kid? He's so bright and smart. He's so attractive. He knows how to talk to people. That's what these people do to you. Who are your family members? Who are your peers? Who are the chicks you may be interested in, right? Love wise. This is what happens to men. This is why it's very dangerous for you to be relying on anything outside of yourself, man. It's always going to spell a big heaping step of failure for you. Like it or not. That's just how it is. This is the dark truth of the times that we're living in as men. You have to get used to not wanting to be around people like that, man. Because I've learned time and time again, looking for the slightest validation, having off days to where, oh man, you just let your emotions of wanting to feel love, wanting to have that type of hug, that affection, I know how it is, man. When you're having those off days to where you're starting to feel that weakness and you boil over, which is your natural human nature, sadly, to why I call it a weakness in this instance, right? Because in 2025, these are things that will always get you hurt, man. These are things that are always going to do you a disservice towards your well being and your humanity. Do not trade in your independence, your self respect. Also, you can have some type of a simulation or some type of daydreaming ideal of the situation that you may be talking to a certain person that you think fits the type of mold of the external reality that you want. Do not trade all of your self-respect and individuality for that, because 99% of the time it is a delusion. It is something that does not have clarity. There is no certainty in it. If your past has already showed you that you failed from point A to point B, you never were able to be successful in this type of field of whatever you're pursuing, emotional wise, mental wise, with your family, with your love life, with peers, with your self image of how you think the world feels about you, you have to let it go. You have to detach. You see, this world needs men. It needs our attention. The moment we pull back our attention from society, That's when they feel it, because they're like, if we cannot use these guys as work mules, especially the modern man in today's time now that we're currently dealing with, if they cannot use us as working mules for their devious, evil plans of putting trauma on us, disrespecting us, getting us to work for a system that does not care about our contributions to it, they understand already that they need you to be complacent. They need you to comply also with the authority that they're trying to put on you without questioning anything at all. And that's where you will always fail, is when you stop questioning, when you stop saying, is this ideology actually healthy to follow? Are these people actually behaving in a way that is congruent with nature? The way that we were made to actually live out our lives? Is this actually aligning with that? And we've already seen what happens when humanity steps out of alignment with these ideals of actually helping each other, loving each other, being humane, giving each other a chance to grow in a healthier world. We've seen it time and time. We see it every day. So there's no arguing that. So in 2025, as a man, you cannot be seeking love and understanding from people like that, dude. I know it's something that's within you that is just, it's carnal, and it's something that's just, it's an unbearable itch that you have to get scratched for, just to have that external validation. But understand the underlying dangers that are presented around you, because this is how you fall for the deception. This is how you fall for the lies of what the modern public is telling you about how your personality isn't good enough. You didn't spray on several different colognes. That's why nobody likes you. You didn't do your hairstyle this way. It looks corny and lame. That's why you're getting so much disrespect. These are all manipulation tactics to get you to pull away from yourself. Get back to helping yourself. Forget everything else, man. Forget whoever is trying to tell you to be worried about some other person, man. You better start worrying about taking care of yourself in this society, man, because it's all crumbling every day. This matrix is going down in a pit of fire, dude. Like, look at how these people are acting online, getting mad over these little just debates they're having about whatever it may be, politics, right? With how the everyday person should act, think, how they should emotionally be. They're getting mad over this stuff. Things that are happening in other countries. They're over there just having all of these just disputes about it. All for what? Instead of coming together to actually make a better world, especially in the West, putting their noses where they don't need to be, instead of fixing themselves and fixing their community. This is why I tell you, as a man, you cannot be seeking things outside of yourself, because the moment you seek is the moment you become weak. So say it with me. The moment you seek, the moment you become weak. And it doesn't get any more truer than that, man. But just take care of yourselves, guys. Stay safe out here, man, because these people are becoming ruthless day by day. They do not care what's going on with you. If you make one wrong move, you say wrong word, it's over. It's done with. You got to take this stuff serious, man. It's not a game out here, dude. So just do yourself the favor and make sure you are staying on top of everything. Be meticulous. Be very calculating every day. There is no rest, non-stop. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment section. Highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Feeling a little better here day by day, man. Even though I'm still feeling like crap, but we're getting through it, guys. And I hope you guys are as well. And hopefully I can reply to some of you guys right. But I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, man, stay away from the model woman. Thank you.